Hello and welcome to a new episode on Sadhana World Foundation. As you know, we care about crafting young lives. We have been talking about events and incidents from our day to day lives. The other day, I visited a place of worship and I saw a small notice outside. The notice talked about what to wear. I was wondering why more and more such places of worship are defining what to wear. We live in a time where our personal choices and freedom is deeply valued. We don't want to be told about things that we need to do. We want to take that decision by ourselves. If someone tells us it's a problem, we tend to rebel. It's a fact that people visit a place of worship because they want to surrender themselves to a higher power, because they want peace of mind, because they want to go with a sense of devotion. The administrators of those places of worship today think that they must define what are the rules that the visitors must follow. So let's talk about this. Let's first talk about personal freedom. What do the lessons in history, lessons in mythology tell us about this? I want to quote just two things. One, the Greek philosopher Socrates, who raised his voice about critical thinking and questioning. He wanted to contest the norms that the society that time had. He encouraged people to question. He encouraged people to do critical thinking, and he wanted everybody to decide what the society has established as a norm is right or wrong. So, in a way, he promoted this concept of personal freedom. Come to Mahabharata. One of the major characters of Mahabharata is Bhishma, who was earlier known as Devabrata in that epic Mahabharata. Devabrata sacrificed his own aspirations, his own ambitions, because he wanted to help his father fulfill his personal desires. He remained celibate, he remained committed to the kingdom of Hastinapur. That's the character of Bhishma. So, in a way, this particular story also tells us about the power of personal choice. Bhishma made a choice that he would let his father fulfill his desires. So, these things tell us that personal choices are very important. Look at the other side of the story, other side of the same coin. One side of the coin is tilted towards making personal choices or the importance of personal choices and freedom. The other side of the same coin is the place of worship. The place of worship is not a holiday destination, it's not a shopping mall, it's not a friend's place, it's not a relative's place. The purpose is clear in our heads. So, the administration of any place of worship defines its own rules, its own norms, its own traditions and customs, which will make the place of worship sacred, which will make the place of worship very congenial for the people who are coming there. In order to achieve that kind of an ambience, that kind of an atmosphere, so different places of worship define different rules. For example, some faiths believe that you must take the footwear off while entering into the place of worship, because you are going to revere or respect someone, while in another faith it's a different belief. They don't think that if you are wearing the footwear, you are disrespecting the power that you are praying to. Different norms, different rules, different places in this world. However, fact is that every place of worship has got a norm. Why the norm is there? Because the administration believes that that norm must be followed to make that place sacred. If you believe that that place gives you purity of mind, that place gives you peace of mind, that place calms your mind down, we need to have certain degree of equality, consistency, and similarity in that place. And that is why rules are defined. We all live in community, all live in the society. So what do? We need to abide some rules, some regulations. You don't like, you either rebel or you stay away, isn't it? So this is a little confusing. On one hand, we are saying that personal choices are important. On the other hand, we are trying to justify that community is important, society is important. We need to abide by the rules and the norms which the society has defined. So what do? This side or that side? Of course, there are many such rules, norms which may not make sense in today's time. However, the fact is that we are in it right now. So what's the answer? Possibly the answer lies in the middle, that we have to live a balanced life, a balance between our personal choices and preferences and the societal values and customs and norms. We need to hold open dialogues. We need to listen to others. We need to discuss what we think and achieve a middle ground. We can neither be extremely rigid on our view that personal freedom is important, neither think that it's all about the community and society which is important, personal freedom is not important. The answer lies somewhere in between. So, ladies and gentlemen, my dear children, I believe that through many of these lessons in history and mythology, we are told time and again that we have to lead a balanced life. There are several such conflicting situations which come on our way in our day-to-day life, where we are faced with two sides of the coin. Both seem to be right and in their own ways. However, we need to make a decision. So life is about balancing these forces. Thank you very much for thinking about this balance of power, which is very important in our lives. Look forward to our future conversations.